Reached a non-emergency number for the Langley RCMP. All lines are presently busy. Please stay on the line and your call will be answered by the first available operator.
Langley RCMP, GRC, bonjour. Okay, I'm going to transfer you to the reports desk. Do you live in Langley, sir? Okay, one moment. RCMP, GRC, bonjour. How can I help you? Sorry, who said that? Sorry, threatened your who? Sorry, I'm sorry. What's the name of your company? Sorry, they're anonymous informants and they report what? Sorry, a what predator? Okay. Are you located in Langley? Or are you calling from elsewhere? Okay. Just one moment, okay? Sorry about that, sir. I had to grab an emergency line. Can you give me the address where this threat was made? Okay, so it was received over the phone. The person that received this over the phone is located where in Langley? Because it's got to be whoever received it. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, no, before you go on, I just have to ascertain where the call was received. So you're calling from Langley, are you? And you're the one that received the call? Okay. Okay, so who did he say that to? Like, was the person located in Langley? Okay. So is Jessica Yaniv the one that made this threat? Okay. And who did she make the threat to? The person that received this threat, where was that person located when they received the threat? Okay, because the person that received the threat is the person that needs to report it directly to us. If they are in Langley, wherever they are. The threat, whoever reports the threat is not where the person that made the threat resides, but where the recipient of the threat resides. That's where the file needs to be initiated. Okay, but where did she make that threat? To whom? The person she made the threat to. Who heard the threat? Well, you say to all of your informants. Did she make this threat via phone or online? Okay, so who did she? Okay. Okay, so you will need, because it includes more than one jurisdiction. I mean, I'm having a hard time you telling me who she sent this to initially. But if it's your company, then you'll need to report it where you reside in Ontario, because you've got the knowledge and you've got the knowledge of how it was spread out. I understand it involves a number of informants, and you don't want to disclose where they live or where they reside, and you say the threats affects multiple people, including some in Langley. But because it implies multiple people in different jurisdictions, then it needs to be reported where the threat was received or was first seen. So you received the voicemail. You received the voicemail? Okay, that is why it's important that you report it where you reside. You received the initial message, the voicemail. You report it where you reside, which is in Ontario. That's where the report needs to be initiated. That's where it needs to be started, because then they can listen to the voicemail and they can come and talk to you. Okay, that's all I can add to this, sir. I can't keep repeating myself. You need to report it. I can see the importance of it. I definitely acknowledge that this is important that you report it. You need to report it, though, and you need to report it where you received it. You received it where you are, which is why you need to report it right away. So what happens is once you report it, then the agency that you'll see where you reside will be sending us messages to the different police agencies that it affects. So we usually get these instantly as soon as they send it to. But first they have to do a victim. They have to come and see you because you're the victim of that threat. You received the threat, so they have to come initiate the report with you because you received the threat initially. And once they ascertain which jurisdiction is affected by this threat, then they send a direct message to every police agency, and then they make us aware of it. And then we take it from there. But it needs to be started with you because you got the voicemail. Do you understand? Well, then but we need to start the report. Are you not willing to start the report? That's what's going to happen. That's how it's going to. We have to get it with you. You have to do the report first in order to start this. So I would suggest you hang up with me and you make that call to your local police agency in Ontario. That would if you want this to be expedited, that's what you need to do. You need to start the report now, but you have to do it where you are. You received the threat. That's always how we start the files, is where the threat was received. And then we proceed from there because we need to hear from the person that received it. Okay, that I'm going to leave it at that, sir, because I've got a lot of calls waiting, and I can't explain it to you any further. You need to report that, okay? And you needed to report it where you are so that it'll be faster now. And once they talk to you, they'll tell the police agencies that are affected in which areas. Okay, sir, that's all. That's as best as I can describe it. And I do have a lot of calls, sir. Just report it, okay? But that's the way that it works. You have to report it where you received it, and I can't explain it to you any further. It's very clear, sir. You need to report it in your own jurisdiction. You received the threat, okay, and you report it. They initiate the police report, and then they advise all the agencies of where the threat can affect different people in different police areas, different jurisdictions, I should say. But you have to initiate that report. All right, bye-bye.